What's up?
What's up?
I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Kala, and we're the Friels.
And today's video, we're just kind of giving you guys an update of what's happened the last couple of weeks and whatnot before we start doing some fun birthday things. And then I'm going on a trip. So, anyways, we're going to tell you guys of what's... Oh, we got someone who's tired over here. Anyways, we're just going to tell you what's been going on. And yeah, Kala starting us off with some news.
So if you've watched our videos for this whole year, you'll know that my ankles have been injured. I've been on off and on of crutches, and just my ankles have been hurting. I started a new job in late January, and since then my ankles have just been hurting really bad. I've been traveling a lot for work and coming home, and they're just so bad. I just lay in bed and rest them and try to get them ready for the next week. But I finally went to the doctors.
The key word being finally.
Finally went to the doctors and found out what was wrong. This past weekend, Thursday and Friday, my ankles were just hurting so bad that I laid in bed for 2 days. And on Friday, I went to the doctor, to the instant care, and just had them check it out and tell me what was wrong. So they said it's a mixture. Oh, there's Bernie drinking water right on cue.
Typical.
So they said that it's probably a combination of tendinitis and what was the other thing? So they said it was probably a combination of tendinitis and arthritis. They did x-rays on my ankles. They said that there was some wear and tear, but overall it looks good. Also, they said it was full of fluid, which was probably why it hurt. And then they did some blood tests to be sure that they knew what they were looking at and they knew what the problem was. They prescribed me some medicine, and that has helped a ton.
A ton. I was actually surprised.
Yeah, I picked up the medicine, and later that day, instantly I was feeling better, didn't need crutches. It still hurt a little bit, but it was so much better, and I was able to walk and do everything. So now I can function fine with the medicine. We're just trying to rest it and get my ankles better so that I don't need the medicine and I can do well.
I think we're going to lay off pickleball for another week. He hasn't played since the beginning of January.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to hang off for one more week, and then we'll see how he's feeling. He hasn't played pickleball in months. This is just not like class. So we're just being really careful since his ankles have been so weird. But anyways, so we finally know what's wrong with Claw's ankles, and I think they're going to be getting better.
Hopefully they'll get better. Yeah, we're going to rest them a little longer. It's the middle of March, so it has been a really long time since I've played pickleball. I've missed it a ton. I thought about playing last week before it kind of flared up and got worse, but
he tried to play tonight, but I said,
yeah,
I don't think so.
I wanted to go tonight and just start getting back into it before I play with my friends, and haven't played in a month and a half, or 2 months, 2.5 months, basically.
The next news is kind of sad. Our nephew, Nui, well, it's good news, but sad news. Our nephew, Nui, we dropped him off at the MTC yesterday, which is it's the Missionary Training Center. And he's going to learn Japanese and go do service for our church and for the people of Japan for the next 2 years. So I have been having the hardest time. I'm going to cry just talking about it. But he has been a huge part of our lives. Even since being married to Claude the last 9 years now, he's been him and his sister have been around a lot, and we'd visit them and they'd visit us. And then once they graduated high school, they both were in Utah and actually both of them lived with us during quarantine. And then they've just been around, and Kaylee lives in Provo and Nui was living in Provo. And then Nui was here for the last 2.5 weeks doing at-home MTC before he went into the MTC. And so I was with him 24/7. And I don't know why I'm like taking it so hard, but I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that he's going and he's training, and then he's going to go to Japan, and that'll be great. But we have spent a ton of time with him recently, and it's been a ton of fun. You know, we along with him and Kua and Rachel and Kaylee and the boys, we've been spending a lot of time together just because it's been his last time with us, and we've been going and doing a bunch of fun stuff. Going out to dinner, going and eating sushi because he loves sushi, things like that. Just enjoying some time before we leave, and it's been a great time to enjoy him before he heads out and goes and be a missionary for 2 years.
So we'll be able to talk to Nui on his P Day, which is once a week, and we can email him and whatnot and talk to him on the phone. But yeah, he'll just be like super dedicated to serving, or he'll be super dedicated to doing service and whatnot. And yeah, so it's just 2 years, and it's just 2 years is a long time, so I'll just miss him a whole bunch. But that's probably one of like the major things that's happened the last week or so, is just dropping him off. Yeah, and I had just like a long day yesterday, and like today I've just been like off just because I'm just gonna miss him. So that is that news. And then on a more fun note, me and Nui's sister Kaylee are going on a trip after our birthdays. So mine's Tuesday the 22nd, and hers is the 28th. I just don't know what day that is. Monday? So her birthday's on Monday, so we're almost a week apart. But she's going to be turning 21, which is a big birthday. And I'm going to be turning 29, which is the last year of my 20s. So I got to make this next year super fun. But anyways, we are going to go to New York City, and we're going to go visit my parents, and I'm going to show Kaylee all around New York City. Her main thing is that she really wants to go see a Broadway show. She is like super into musicals. She has like their soundtracks on her phone, and she listens to them. We're going to go see one. There's a few she's trying to choose between. But I'm going to take her to I'm just going to take her to the tourist attractions like Times Square. We'll ride the ferry and go see the Statue of Liberty and the Brooklyn Bridge. Kala unfortunately has to stay back and work. He's sending me and Kaylee, and I've been telling him like, you should just come for the weekend or something, but we'll see. But that's the fun news. We'll be going right after our birthdays. So we leave on the 30th, and we'll be there the 1st of April. We might be able to see the cherry blossoms in Central Park. I don't know. So that's been kind of fun. Keeping my mind off things is just like planning on all the things to take Kaylee to, and it'll be kind of like a after our birthday trip.
Yeah, I wish I could go, but I'll be working and taking care of the boys, and so I'm sure we'll have some fun at home and we'll do some stuff. So I think it'll still be fun at home, but yeah, unfortunately with work I have to be in the office more, and so less traveling, but hopefully we can figure it out and still go do some fun stuff.
Kala has a little bit of good news too.
Yeah. One of our recent videos was not done the greatest because I filmed it, but I took you guys along on one of my traveling trips for work. But as of right now, traveling's done for work. I'm just back in the office full time. And so that's kind of an update, I guess. Every day I go into the office from 8 to 5, and that's kind of new to me. Usually I'm in the office, in previous jobs once a week or 3 times a week, something like that. But now I go in every day, and it's a grind.
It is. I am like, when is he coming home?
Yeah, I'm always tired when I get home. It's just a long day, and sitting at an office, making calls, things like that. It's been good, but it's just new for me. And so hopefully I can work from home sometimes and figure that out and do well at my job so that they'll let me do that.
I don't know if you guys know this, but he filmed when he was in Chicago. But before that, he went to Boston,
Las Vegas,
Cincinnati,
St. Louis.
Oh yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah.
And yeah. So he went to like quite a few places. He was gone like every weekend in February and the 1st of March. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice having him home on the weekends. And yeah, we just have like we just have some getting used to with his new job and me trying to figure out what I want to do. So that's kind of like a lot of updates that we just haven't like shared recently in videos. But yeah, so after this video, it'll be my birthday probably, or we're going to share our love story in part 1, 2, and 3. Because we've had some questions about that, and I've seen some other YouTubers do that, and it went really well. So we're going to do that and tell you guys about that, and then it'll be my birthday, and then I'm going to be going to New York City with my niece Kaylee. So we have some fun things to look forward to. That's kind of just some more like blah things that we had to talk about or just share just because like...
Yeah, just give you an update of where we're at because our videos have kind of been themed recently. I mean, I don't know themed, but like not as like updating on our lives.
not just regular vlogs. They've been like a haul or something like that. But anyways, that's the update with what's going on, and we will be back to regular programming. So have a great rest of your day.
See ya.
See ya.